Hey everybody, this is going to be just a sort of not technical review of my thoughts on the Ryobi Brushless Rotary. It's not going to be a technical review by any means. It's just my thoughts using it. I probably got near 100 hours under my belt with it. I'm actually in love with it. The only thing, like the too long didn't watch, I guess, upfront summary of this is I like everything about this, but now that I have my Oz Elite micromotor, the one thing that I can say is that the 25,000 RPM is a little bit of a handicap if you're using double cut carbide burrs, because even 35,000 they start to shine, but I with this guy, when I put it on 40 or 50, those double cut carbide burrs, they like really come into their own. They'll just like easily cruise through any wood that I throw at them. So other than that, it's got a lot of torque on the low end, and throughout the whole range to 25,000. The battery lasts for 5 hours roughly, and of course I'm taking breaks. I'm pausing to change bits or burrs. I've been using these 4 amp hour the regular 1 Plus batteries in it. I got some 1 Plus HP batteries, but just like some 1.5 amp that came with a tool or with a package that I bought. So I haven't tried. Oh, these are 3 amp, sorry. So I've been getting 5 hours on the 3 amp hour. So yeah, for some reason I thought I was using 4 amp hour, but yeah, 3 amp hour. I do have 4 amp hour batteries. I got quite a bit. I'm pretty invested in the Ryobi ecosystem. Some other pluses with this guy is the handset doesn't get hot. It gets slightly warm after extended use. And unlike even the Dremel, for context, I went through 2 Dremel 8300s. I guess I just have bad luck with them. I burned 2 out pretty quick, exchanged one for another because it was within the return period. And the second one that I burned out, I just returned and got my money back. I gave up on the Dremel 8300. But the Dremel 8300 had a not terrible amount of vibration in the handset. It was there though, but this really doesn't seem to have any vibration to speak of in the handset. I can comfortably use this for hours, and you know, I don't get that sort of that vibration hand after a while. One of the drawbacks about this is the flex shaft could be a little bit bigger. The flex shaft doesn't come with the regular Dremel style screw in, so you can't use this with other tools that like the Dremel plunge router that has where you take the screw in part and go. I don't know if the Dremel flex shaft will fit in here. Never tried. So that's a good question. Maybe I'll figure that out, because if a Dremel will fit in here, then that could solve that problem. Because I started using a Dremel plunge router for drilling pilot holes for whatchamacallit, for scroll saw pilot holes. But yeah, I'll go ahead, and this is going to be a little awkward. I don't feel like putting the GoPro on my head. I'm using my phone. This is today's carving. It's all blocked out, and I accidentally did it in reverse, so I'm gonna make this Nintendo Korok dude in reverse. I wasn't paying attention when I blocked him out, and I blocked him out the wrong way. So usually when I carve, I put this in my lap, so you're gonna see this guy disappear pretty much, or I'll put it off to the side. I don't know. Let's see. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Maybe I'll just put it in my lap. This is how I usually carve. I just have it in my lap. Let me get this burr off. It's got this, it comes with a quick release chuck, which I didn't have on here, but I recently figured it out. If you watch my other video, my other Ryobi video, you'll see that I figured out the quick release chuck. So I might throw that on here. It does add a ton of extra weight though, so I might not be in too much of a hurry to throw that in. I'm just gonna show it in action a little bit before I wrap this video up, because like I said, if you're looking for a cordless solution, there's two that I use pretty religiously. One is, and there will be a video coming out of that. It is the Works Maker X wireless system. I really like the Work Maker X Rotary, but that has like little to no torque on the low end. And when I say little to no, like it'll bog down on the low end quick, but it goes up to 35,000 RPM. So if you're using those double cut carbide bits a lot more, you know, you might get more value out of the Works. But this guy's got a lot of torque on the low end, and but it can't hit 35,000 RPM. So if you want to hear sound, okay, this is at foot pedal speed. You still can't get a foot pedal. This is 5,000 RPM, 10,000, 15,000, 18,000, 18, 20, and 25. 25 is where you start to feel a little vibration in the handle, but compared to my other tools, it's really nothing to speak of. All right, so I'm gonna stick my mask on and go ahead and slap the fan on for the DC 725, which I love. Couldn't really be wood carving without this thing. And yeah, I'll just show it in action real quick. Oops. Had to go get my shot glasses. All right. Like I said, terrible production value. Hopefully a decent thing. All right, so here it is at 10,000 RPM. So this is on the low side. Let me kick this fan on. Go down a little bit. So with this, it doesn't even slow down. With the Works, I would instantly stop it. Let me take this mask off real quick. So with the Works, I would instantly bog it down if I tried to do this at 10,000 RPM. It would never, ever do this. It would just be dead in the water. But the Ryobi, it'll take it as far as that I can take it, basically. That's 10. I've never actually carved it at 5,000 RPM. There it is at 5. I'm giving it a lot of weight, or a lot of force, trying to choke it out, but it's not wanting to choke. So yeah, I mean, and then here's at 25,000 RPM. So for these saber-tooth burrs, you can see 25,000 RPM is doing amazing. It's only with the double cut carbide burrs that I need to ever really go over 25,000 RPM. So yeah, overall, this guy, let me turn this off. Yeah, I'm highly impressed. I mean, like I said, I got maybe 100 hours through this guy. It's did great throughout that whole 100 hours. I talked about what I love about it, what I don't love about it. And now that I'm getting into plunge routing, I just really wish this had a sort of standard screw in here where I could pop this off and then use this flex shaft in other rotary sort of attachments like plunge routers and whatnot, like your standard Dremel has, and even all of your Chinese knockoffs have that same screw-in sort of thing. Yeah, you see that right there? That was a combination of when I first started carving, it raced across the piece and zip, saber tooth went over my finger with a green course. And then the next day I sawed it off out in the woods, cutting some deadfall for carving. And the saw went through a branch and hit the same part that I had cut up with the saber tooth. So it was like a double whammy. They didn't even know how to stitch it because it was just so sliced up. When I went to the ER, it wouldn't stop bleeding. Live and learn. But yeah, hit me up if you have any questions. But I didn't really address the Ryobi USB lithium. I returned it. I just could not. That thing had no torque on the low end. Combined with, it was just a very, like, it had a lot of vibration. I just did not enjoy it at all. My Works Maker X Rotary was a lot better. So my Works Maker X Rotary is going to be sort of my backpack or my away battery powered carving solution full time. This guy's a little bit too heavy for that, but this one I'm definitely not getting rid of. This will fit the bill for a lot of stuff. All right, hit me up with any questions later.